Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing very well. And here in this session, we are going to cover C language function for each of the following problem. And thereafter, we are going to count the number of steps executed, time taken by each function on various inputs. And thereafter, we are going to compare the complexity of each function. So basically, we need to calculate sum of 1 to n using looping methods. We need to calculate 1 to n using equation, and we need to calculate sum of 1 to n numbers using recursion. So let's start. So basically, if I use a loop method, you know that we have simply created a function, and inside that an argument, basically the number up to which we need to calculate the sum. And using for loop int I equals to 1, I less than equals to n, I plus plus, sum equals to sum plus 1, sum equals to sum plus I. So every time the value of I will increment, it is going to add the sum. So this is a looping method, right? This is a code for looping method. I hope it is very easy, and everybody of you can just relate, right? Now using equation. So using equation, you can see again one function sum using equation, and here int n. So we need to pass some integer variable here, and directly using the condition, that is n into n plus 1 divided by 2, that is a function of sum of n natural number. So we are only going to give the value of n. So if we provide the value of n equals to 10, so 10 into 10 plus 1, that is 11 divided by 2, 2 5s are 10, 5 11s are 55. So the sum of series 1 plus 2 plus up to 10 is 55. This is a equation method, right? So this is a equation method. Now the third one, if you are going to see using recursion. So using recursion, you know that here we are having a function named recursion. Inside that we are passing an argument, or you can say that the parameter, the value of n up to which we require the sum. If n equals to 1, we can simply return n, else return n plus sum using recursion n minus 1. So 10, if we are going to pass, it is going to calculate 10 plus sum, or using recursion 9. Again this function will call, and this is going to add. So 10 plus 9, that is 19. So 19 plus sum n minus 1. So n minus 1 is right 8, and it is going to work like that. So it is a recursion function calling itself, function calling itself, right? So these are three of the methods using which we can calculate the sum. Now the thing is that we need to calculate the time complexity, for which an interesting program is here. To count the number of steps executed or time taken by each function on various inputs, you can use timer or clock function. So here interesting thing that we have done is, we have decided the value of n as a larger, it is a larger value of n, larger value of n. As you know that for seeing out the differences, for seeing out the differences, we need the larger value of n, because for the smaller values it is not going to give you the that much differences that we require, right, for the observation purpose. So here clock t start, it is going to start when using loop function is going to start, and it is going to end when it is completed. And thereafter it is going to calculate n minus start divided by clock per second. So it is going to give you the time, it is going to give you the time that is required for looping method. Similarly for equation, again we are started and here we have ended. So end 2 minus start 2, it is going to give us the time that is required for figuring out what is the time taken for sum of n natural number using equation method. And similarly for recursion, start time 3 and end time 3, right? So you sum using loop, sum 1, it is going to give me that time. Sum using equation sum 2, that is equation method, it is going to give me the time here. And using recursion, it is going to give me the time here. So we can exactly see that times in the seconds, clock per second, that what time they are taking. This is the program. right? However, for the purpose of time complexity, we can comparatively analysis it, that if we are going to use loop based solution, that is function 1 looping method, it is going to give us the linear time complexity, that is order of n, and it is going to iterate n times, right? The equation based solutions, the solution which is equation based has a constant complexity, and it is going to give us order of 1 because directly formula is going to be used, right? So order of 1. And recursion based, that is order of n because it is going to iterate n times. So if you want to make a comparative table, if you want to make a comparative table, you can make it like using looping method, using equation, and using recursion, right? So what we can do, looping method is going to require order of n time, equation method will require order of 1 time, and recursion will require again order of n time, right? I hope the question, the things that I have discussed here are clear, right? Okay guys, thank you so much, have a nice day, stay tuned.